for us to do some chit-chatting where we get also matter to really discuss pertinent issues making rounds in the arena of sports. And today the focus is on hockey and some good news for Ghana hockey, because as Ghana prepares herself to host African Games, some mega deals have been signed. And one good news I can tell you authoritatively is that the hockey stadium at Tema Station, or where we call the Theodosia Okun Hockey Stadium, will see a massive facelift because Ghana Gas has signed a deal with the National Sports Authority to really go out there and then change it and then make it look newer and nicer that can host the African Games. And so for the African Games, hockey will be featuring, and we'll bring you more details about that one. But today I've been joined by two passionate hockey players and fans via Zoom. A lady who must be celebrated every day because she has given her life to Ghana hockey and making sure that she takes hockey to the next level, and a gentleman who is also making sure that hockey becomes the reason. And so let me quickly introduce them. I have Romeo Bulley. He is the president of Hockey is the Reason. He joins us via Zoom. And then Elizabeth Opoku is SWAG Female Hockey Player of the Year. This is a lady that has won the most prestigious award, the SWAG Hockey Player of the Year, for 3 consecutive times, or 3 times. No other female player has been able to achieve that success. And today we've joined her by Zoom, and they will be sharing their stories with us and as well tell us exactly what really is happening in the arena of hockey in terms of this COVID pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, most welcome.
Romeo, thank you to you.
Romeo, it's been a while. 2020.
Thank you. So
we haven't heard you do mega things, same as Lizzie. Nothing much is happening. Now, let's do the gender thing here. Let me start with Lizzie, and let me really find out from Lizzie how 2020 season has been for her, despite SWAG recognizing a role in 2019. So, Lizzie, let's start from you. How has this season been like? 2020 with COVID and everything.
okay, this season started on a good note, but along the line, we were hit by this pandemic, coronavirus disease. So we had to break, and since then we've been on break till now. But as a team, we've not trained since that time. That was in March. After the knockout, we've been home training ourselves. But personally, I've been training at home. But it's a big blow to the hockey fraternity.
Lizzie, we know everything you do revolves around the game of hockey. Since you guys went last year for the championship and you guys came back and you played your league and then you ended, how has life been like with the coronavirus? We had government giving stimulus packages here and there. Your colleagues and yourself, how did you receive it? Did some of your colleagues get? How is the thing like the euphoria surrounding all these things that happen, and as of now gradually ending the year, and how the hockey scene has been like?
Well, it hasn't been easy because as a sports lady or a man, when you play for the nation, at least you tend to get some sort of motivation from the government station. It wasn't so key. And you know, some of the players, many of us are civilians, so we depend solely on playing hockey to get some sort of earnings for our daily living. Due to this pandemic, we've been home and nothing has come from our hockey association or our teams. So for me per se, through NAPO, I'm working, so I get a little allowances as and when I go to work. But those of us who are not working, whose life depends mainly on hockey, they are really suffering. And the government didn't give us anything from our last trip. So they are really suffering. I feel for them. Yeah.
In terms of the package that you guys received, we're told that 1,000 athletes received the stimulus package. We saw football taking 500 and the rest. Did hockey players benefit? Did some benefit when you interacted with your friends? Did any of them get some?
Yeah, they did, but the name they submitted, not everyone got it. was some of for the female hockey team, majority of us are civilians. So to me, I was expecting all of them would get that package. But when it came, about a handful of them got that package, when others are still suffering to fend for themselves. So I think there's bias in that, because I was thinking everyone will enjoy. But when the list came, I learned not everyone got that package. But so, at least for the few that we've gotten, we are grateful.
Great. Now, in terms of your plan, I know you guys prepared and then thinking that 2020 would have been one of the big years for you because you were all looking at the Olympics, which was now cancelled to next year. Has all the plans been dashed, or there are still plans you guys are having and making sure that this target I set, I need to reach it?
Yeah, to me, nothing. No, we are still on course. We are not giving up course. We know this too shall pass. So we are still on our course training and wishing that this pandemic will go, so we'll go back to the field and play. And moreover, for the Olympics, we didn't qualify because we came second. In Africa, they are taking only the first team. So we are planning towards the league, the African Cup of African Club Championships, and probably the 2023 African Games. So that's what we're thinking of. And Corona took us back.
Well, let me get back to Romeo, and I'll come back to you, Lizzie, before we wrap up. But Romeo, you helping to lead this crusade. Hockey is the reason, and so everybody tags you as the president for hockey is the reason. Now, that sentence, what really does it mean, and what do you guys stand for?
So hockey is the reason means a lot. When I'm coming from to now, we started following hockey, not now. It's been ages that we started following, and Lizzie was talking something about money issue and hockey not being seen as a professional something. So at the end of the day, we realized that if it's not hockey, they won't be there, or we won't also be here. So I decided to bring the name Hockey is the reason, and God being so good, it's a company now in the UK and also in Ghana now.
Now walk us through what you do. 2020, everything came to a standstill because of a visitor called COVID, and it's still around. So what have you guys been doing? Because there is no activity. The ban was lifted not long ago by government for contact sports to start, but we haven't seen anything massive on the front of hockey. What have you guys been doing?
Yeah. So though we know there's a pandemic, but that is not stopping us from working. We're still working. We are working with Police Hockey Club because hockey is the reason it's a management, club management and players management. So we're still working. That's why I'm in Ghana now to plan ahead for the upcoming season. The COVID is not stopping us from working. We're still putting things together in terms of sponsorship and also in terms of players welfare. So we are also working on that. So though we all know how do you even put it? It has made everybody stand still, like nothing is going on. But we are still working too. We are still working.
Now let's look at the year in general. Yes, everything came to a standstill, but what were some of the positives you picked out as a lover of the sport for the year 2020?
We were planning for Malawi. We were planning for the club championship. So our vision was to qualify, and then we even had a package. We have the package for both teams, the male and the female team, but unfortunately we couldn't play the league due to the pandemic. So I think that on the positive side, we did have the package. The negative side, we couldn't make it because of the pandemic. But we're still working too. We're still working. We know this shall also it's gonna end soon. There is vaccination coming out soon in the UK. So we pray that very soon, by next year, it's going to be ours so that we live our normal life.
Okay. Now, Lizzie, let me come back to you. Lizzie, what will be your expectation for the new year, 2021, hockey and the entire hockey fraternity? What are some of the things you will be looking out for?
Well, one of the things I'll be looking out for is on the 31st night, when I wake up on the 1st, God willing, I'll hear from the TV station, the radio station, that Corona is no more and we are living our normal lives again. That's what I'm expecting, one. And for the hockey aspect, I'll be glad to hear that we are starting the season again and going back to the field, because it's been a while. I'm missing everybody, especially my teammates. I'm missing them. Yeah.
Romeo, what will you also be looking out for in 2021 to make sure that hockey really stays awareness?
Yeah, as Lizzie said, we all want this pandemic to end, so that we come as a family, because as she's saying, she miss her mates, and also she miss the fans and everybody. Me myself, I miss her. I miss her playing. How skillful she is, and I'm looking forward to even sign her. So yeah. So we are expecting this pandemic should end, and 2021 is going to be a great year. Because I've signed one young guy, to hockey the region, and next year hopefully you'll be playing in Europe. So we are praying that this pandemic ends so that we can enjoy our hockey.
Now, the last one before I let you guys off the hook is the mandate Ghana is having to welcome the rest of Africa. We are hosting the African Games in 2023. Next year will be 2021, meaning that we have 2 more years to get ready to receive Africa here. I know hockey is one sporting discipline that we are going to host. Lizzie, let me start from you. You have been with the national team on countless occasions. You've tried it at the qualifiers for the World Cup. You've tried it on the African scene when it comes to the club championship. You've been going here and there. What sort of competition should we be expecting when the D-Day comes for the African Games? And what will you be hoping that authorities do for the national hockey teams to get ready for the 2023 African Games? Lizzie?
For me, I'm expecting the association to be interacting with the players. As in, they should be open to us. There are some things they don't come out and tell us, so we keep being in suspense, thinking it will get better. But we are hoping they come open to us and tell us what's really going on, so that when we are also playing, we go with our hearts out and do our best for the nation. Also, for the 2023 African Games, Ghana shouldn't expect nothing but the best from us, because we are second in Africa, and hosting it here, it should be a win for us, meaning we should take the gold for Ghana. So the Sports Ministry and the Hockey Association, they should support us in terms of logistics and other motivational things they can give to us. But we too can also give them what they are expecting from us. Yeah.
Great. Now Romeo, what will you be expecting? What are some of the things you want to see as Ghana ready to welcome the rest of the African giants to her soil to play the African Games, the hockey edition?
Yeah, I think the association needs to put things into place. As Lizzie said, they should start looking at the business side of the game, and also trying to invest more into hockey. So sometimes it's very sad that you hear people saying hockey is a lesser known sport, and it's very sad. Because when you come to Europe, countries like Holland and England, hockey is seen to second best sports in those countries. So I think it's all up to the association to put things right, so that the players are willing to give their best. If you could hear what Lizzie is saying, she's ever ready, and I know the rest of the guys are ever ready. So it's up to the association to just put things to play so that we just go there and just do our best. So I think they should have a plan now. We should start planning for it because 2023 is near to, I just came to Ghana last year. Look at me, I'm here again, so the years keep on going quickly. So I think they should start preparing for that.
When you talk about they should put plans in place, for instance, what are some of the tangibles you want to see that indeed there is a plan in place? Currently, I can say on authority that a deal has been signed between Ghana Gas and the National Sports Authority to really design. Lizzie, yes. Okay, Lizzie, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to come in that. The planning aspect should start from the basis, the players' welfare. And you see, from the national team, most of us are civilians. They should at least get some packages for them, preparing from now till 2023. Monthly allowances or weekly to guide some of the players. Because you can't be coming from your homes each and every morning. You bought either taxi or church with your own money, and at the end of the tournament, you get nothing. Your parents will be expecting you to bring something and you go and you be like, you didn't get anything. So the planning should not be just saying. So they should put the players' welfare first. Because if we are not healthy and fit, we can't play. We should look out for the players' welfare first.
When you talk about players' welfare, I know for when it comes to other disciplines like the male football teams, when they are going there camping, they go for camping here and there. Sometimes they move outside the country to acclimatize and then go and play tournaments. Is that what you really want to see? That's why you call the player welfare, or you want to become from now till the tournament time and say, okay, what exactly when you talk about the player welfare they should do for you? Because if currently there is a deal to refurbish the hockey pitch that we know, that produce Okum hockey pitch to a modern standard, to a standard one that can host the African Games, I think that there are other plans in place. But when you're talking about the welfare, exactly what? Because there will be selection of players here and there, and at the end of the day, we get a whole team. So when you talk about your welfare, exactly what are you looking at?
Okay, for the welfare, you see the package the government gave to the various federations. The 500 cedis a month they are giving to the players. Not everyone had it. So if you are being biased and I'm being selected to play for the nation, I wouldn't give in my all. Because someone who isn't in the team now is receiving the money every month, whilst I'm playing for the country, receiving nothing. Some of the players have been playing for so long. When the package came, their names were out, play for the nation. You see, it's not good. So if such things has to be done, it should be done well. It should be all inclusive. You shouldn't be biased or giving preferential treatment to other players. That's what I'm referring to. Because some of us, though some are the hockey stadium, they sleep there, they don't take any transportation, but there are basic needs that they will need. For the ladies especially, you know what I'm talking about, yes. So all these should be taken into place and should be, that's what I mean by the welfare.
Okay, so Romeo, with you that you started, I know how you started. You guys started with iSports 360. You guys went on to just popularize the sport. In terms of the publicity you're talking about for people to really get the awareness that hockey will feature prominently in the African Games, where are some of the things you want to see? That we start with a logo, we start with what campaign? What exactly are you looking out for to see that indeed we are getting there to the African Games?
Well, my point is, we should start looking at the business side of the game. You understand? Because football used to have the same problem hockey is having now, and God being so good, there are companies like Ball and Stake, Hockey is the reason, iSports, which we are all ready to, do all these things to promote the game. But I think it's all up to the association to also bring us on board to also try and help on the business aspect, in terms of sponsorship, and because they can't do it by their own, and also it's not everything that government can help. We need to start looking at the private companies, so that they can also invest into the sports. If you could hear, Lizzie was talking about welfare, money issue and stuff, and also remember, hockey, the reason is also working with players in a contract, you understand, and we are also working with foreign Ghanaian players, who are also willing to come and help Ghana. So they should try hard and get us on board, and then let's look at the future picture, the business side of it, so that everything can be okay, so that we won't see hockey as a lesser known sport, but we can see it as a bigger picture, you understand. So yeah, with advertising and everything, we have started doing it. Not now. We used to do all this for years, but now we are all trying to put things into place very well on a business form. You understand? So I think that's what I have to say now. They should look at the business side, because in case you are inviting any player from hockey is the reason, you should start thinking about appearance fee, and players ticket, and and those kind of stuff. So yeah, so I think that's what I can say for now.
Okay. So Lizzie, before I let you guys go, you get final word for me. Lizzie, Swag honored you for your exploit last year, and because of the COVID, there was a virtual celebration. They honored you, and happened to be the third time a female player is receiving the best player accolade from the sports writers in Ghana. A lot will be expected from you and your colleagues. As we speak now, I can see on authority that the Minister for Youth and Sports is watching you. The Director General of the National Sports Authority, Professor Chumisi, is watching you. Other leaders in the sports fraternity and the LOC are listening to you. I want you to give them a message, an assuring one, that whatever it takes, you are willing to really go out there, like you said, to really give us good when the tournament proper starts. And so these are some of the things you'll be looking out from them, so that you can also deliver.
Okay, to the Honorable Minister of Youth and Sports and its executives, and to the hockey fraternity as a whole, firstly, I will thank this. They want to start for hockey, like maintaining the stadium and the other things they have planned to do for the hockey. And my message to them is that, as they've planned doing this for us, I'm standing on behalf of my other teammates, telling them that come 2023, during the African Games, we are giving them gold for hockey. Yes. So they should expect nothing but the best from us. And also they should also be supporting that. They should be visiting us when we are training. Because for hockey, we don't normally see them. It's only when there are programs at the hockey stadium, they will just be passing by. They should also be visiting, because from the ministry to the hockey stadium, it's just a stone throw. They should be visiting us more, so that we get to know them, so that we share our grievances, and for them to also respond to our needs as and when we call on them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Romeo, thanks so much for your time. Same as Lizzie. Wish you guys all the best, and hoping that as we cross over to 2021, just like the way you're expecting, good things will happen to the hockey fraternity, and we'll stop calling hockey a least finance sports in this country and call it a sports of choice for everyone to have a feel of it. Thank you very much for doing the watching. I will bring you more updates in the sporting arena in the coming hours and minutes. Keep watching GBC News. Bye for now.